In Cana, Galilee, there was a marriage feast, and Mary and her sister Miriam, and Jesus and his 6 disciples were among the guests. The ruler of the feast had heard that Jesus was a master sent from God, and he requested him to speak. And Jesus said, "There is no tie more sacred than the marriage tie. The chain that binds 2 souls in love is made in heaven, and man can never sever it in twain. The lower passions of the twain may cause a union of the twain, a union as when oil and water meet. And then a priest may forge a chain, and bind the twain. This is not marriage genuine, it is a counterfeit. The twain are guilty of adultery, the priest is party to the crime." And that was all that Jesus said. As Jesus stood apart in silent thought, his mother came and said to him, "The wine has failed, what shall we do?" And Jesus said, "Pray, what is wine? It is but water with the flavoring of grapes. And what are grapes? They are but certain kinds of thought made manifest, and I can manifest that thought, and water will be wine." He called the servants, and he said to them, "Bring in 6 water pots of stone, a pot for each of these, my followers, and fill them up with water to the brims." The servants brought the water pots, and filled them to their brims. And Jesus with a mighty thought stirred up the ethers till they reached the manifest, and, lo, look, the water blushed, and turned to wine. The servants took the wine and gave it to the ruler of the feast, who called the bridegroom in and said to him, "This wine is best of all. Most people when they give a feast bring in the best wine at first, but, lo, look, you have reserved the best until last." And when the ruler and the guests were told that Jesus, by the power of thought, had turned the water into wine, they were amazed. They said, "This man is more than man, he surely is the Christ, one who prophets of the olden times declared would come." And many of the guests believed on him, and gladly would have followed him.